And we're about 5 miles northwest of downtown Tampa at beautiful Raymond James Stadium near Florida's Gulf Coast. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Atlanta Falcons and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. Jackson. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards on the game's opening play. And just on Wednesday, he was named the NFC Offensive Player of the Week for that over 100-yard performance he had last week.
Deservedly so, and I enjoyed our time with him and asked him how he got it done. What did he see? And he said film study, watching what the defenses were going to present, understanding how to defeat those. And then he was a step ahead because he said they're going to change up and counter another way. And he beat them that way, too.
14 yards there and a Falcon first down.
And a Falcon first down.
Now it's Jackson. Taking a deep shot here for Hardman. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high power, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Now, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
That is caught inside the 5. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
His passing's been on point on this drive, hasn't it? Been very accurate, gotten the ball downfield, gained nice chunks of yardage. But now, in this situation, the field is really condensed, partner. So if he's going to throw the football, it has to be pinpoint here.
I was going to ask you about that. Field shrinks, has to be sharper, but it's been a good opening drive so far.
Now they just want to see if they can cap it off with the bell ringer and put it in the end zone.
And he gets in. Touchdown, Atlanta. Lamar Jackson. A 3-yard run as he kept it himself. And the Falcons take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Falcons 7, Buccaneers nothing. Eddie Piñeiro.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
28-yard line.
Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Single. I got 83. Check. 25. Check 25. Hey, switch gears.
Operating from the gun, Lincoln. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down there on a pickup of 25. From the gun, Lincoln. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Brooks. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And pretty good running as he'll be close to a first down at the Falcons' 37. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Operating from the gun, Lincoln trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Greedy Williams picks it off. Try 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
Falcons 14, Buccaneers nothing.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
They'll run. It's Lindsay. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory.
First down.
A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 66 yards for him on the ground. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. On first and goal, Howard. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. A great effort there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Bucs have made this a one-score game. And that one makes it 14-7.
Makes the score Falcons 14, Buccaneers 7.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number 1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're number 1 in their conference.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. That's complete to John Ross. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31.
First down, Falcons.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Chris Jones in there for sack number 127 in his great career, moving it past Kansas City Hall of Famer Derek Thomas on the all-time list. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. From midfield now, here's Jackson. This one caught by Isabella. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Open man is Ross, complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
2 yards. First down, Atlanta.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Wildcat.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. And they run the option on 2nd down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
By Byron Murphy.
This will be the 8th play of the drive here. 3rd and 4. From the gun, it's Jackson. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargreaves, the one who was there defensively.
Eddie Pinheiro on for the field goal. A 26-yard attempt.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
After 1, 17-7 the score on EA Sports.
17. Buccaneers 7.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check 4, check 4. No.
From the gun, Lincoln. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
Check 24, check 24. Bravo 80. 18,
On 1st down, Lincoln. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line.
Brought down back at the
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20.
3 down. Switch.
Running from the gun with Howard. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Man, I got you. 51's the mark. 51's the mark.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Lincoln going deep for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
yard line.
A About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. He'll buy some time right. And now he's going to use his legs. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First down.
And he gets this down deep into Tampa Bay territory. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts. That's their 2nd, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this 2nd quarter. We'll be right back. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
It's 2nd and 8.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson, the quick slant caught. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants in the red zone? Well, the windows are tighter. Everything's more condensed. It has to be quicker, and you've got to deliver the ball on time. Your biggest worry? Ball gets tipped in the air. Because if that happens, then it's fair game for the defense.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Touchdown.
Lamar Jackson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Falcons will extend their lead. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense earlier? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
On 1st and 10, Lincoln. Throw left side complete. It's Brooks. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 16, first down Tampa Bay. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the football. That's why he's able to produce those types of numbers.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down.
36-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Lincoln. He's going to find Gallup here complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 35.
Still all sorts of time left in this game, and you'd like to be able to say take it one play at a time. But the truth is, they're probably going to have to hit on a few big plays in the passing game to close this gap, and that's a good start right there.
This is first and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime.
Jim. Check three. Watch the safety creep. Check 99. Tighten up.
They'll try to run with Lindsey. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Philip Lindsey with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bucs are able to cut in now to that deficit.
Point after.
Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Falcons take over first and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. These two teams trading touchdowns here in what has been a back-and-forth first half.
And ordinarily, we're trying to figure out how to break out of a stalemate. Here, you're trying to figure out if you can slow someone down while continuing your breakneck pace on offense. I know one thing. The people in the crowd, they're getting their money's worth right now.
And the fantasy owners like it.
Oh, without a doubt. They're just tallying them up, aren't they?
They're watching this game. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on them a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead.
And the Falcons.
Now it's Jackson. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson throwing right, and that's complete.
Jackson's pass.
And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 38-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard at the Buccaneers' 29-yard line.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. This is caught. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Jackson from the shotgun. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And incomplete there, almost picked off. That's one you maybe expect your roaming free safety to come up with. But it's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd down and 20.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. And quite a bit of pizza in this box. It's a 53-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
An incredibly short kick fielded way up there. Room to run at the 50. And he's out of bounds, but not before getting across the 50 to the 45. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they'll be looking to build off of a nice drive last time, a drive that really relied on the quarterback.
Making good decisions, distributing the ball well, distributing it accurately, keeping it away from danger. A really nicely run drive.
But now the defense, what adjustments do they need to make in the passing game?
Pass rush, pass rush, pass rush. Whether it's the guys up front or maybe you bring additional guys, but you've got to disrupt the timing of them throwing the football.
We'll see if they can disrupt it here. Well, that didn't take long. 1 play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Bucs are able to make this a close game again. And the lead will shrink to 6.
Is good. Makes the score Falcons 27. Buccaneers 20.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Pretty important 3rd quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. 1st down.
1st down.
Now Jackson. That's complete to Swift out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 16 more on that one and another 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. And it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
34-yard line. A gain of 12. First down.
And he'll give it here to his running back. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
25-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup. It's second.
And to give this time to the tailback. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage.
Taken down.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Running back.
They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Rolling to his right. He'll run it. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Running is Swift. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. DeAndre Swift with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Falcons will add on to their lead. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
33. Buccaneers 21.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
I don't want to seem absurd, but that boy's a gangster. Focusing on me, way from Tel Aviv. Barbados with the hustle, pockets,
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A gain of 3, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Out of the gun, this is Howard. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he'll take it to the 43-yard line. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
Another run by Lindsey, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
They'll try to run for it with Howard. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. The 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue.
On 3rd down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. midfield. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. He continues to be effective running the football, a big reason that they have the lead.
And I loved one of the quotes that I read about him where he said of himself, "I love it when a team just hops on my back and I just carry them along."
On first down, they run with Howard. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 more on that one and another first down.
That was good, tough running right up the middle. And if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
Check 50, check 50.
From the gun, Lincoln. And the Falcons get there. The Falcons get the sack. Down he goes. DeForest Buckner in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Operating from the gun, Lincoln. Caught left side, Hopkins. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on 1st down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Philip Lindsey with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Bucs have made this a 1-score game. And this is back to a 5-point game. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
Up losing yardage here, back at the 21-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down. This time Jackson will throw it. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. 23 yards the pickup there. You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. And I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me.
5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at their 49-yard line.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to have the hook up to Ross. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line.
To John Ross.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
33. Buccaneers 28.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
Draw play to the running back.
T.J. Watt in on the tackle. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And the lane closes up quickly as he'll get about 3 down to the 38. Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
Wisnowski on to punt as he sends this one away. That'll go for only 17 yards on the punt. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
22-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
They run with Howard. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you. Check.
Again, it's Howard. He is going nowhere as he is enveloped behind the line. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And maybe some indecision on getting the punt team out there. And they're going to get a delay. And that'll set them back 5. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this will be touched by a member of the kicking team right on the midfield stripe.
At the 50-yard line.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. On the run, he'll let this go. And this is caught. Touchdown, Falcons. Mecole Hardman with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Falcons push further out in front. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Falcons 40, Buccaneers 28.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return.
Their own 31-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. And some space here. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 47 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
We got 4. 50's the mark. 50's the mark.
From the gun, Lincoln. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
Everything looked right on that play except the conclusion. He dropped it, an in route, going into a little bit of traffic. Maybe in the back of his mind, he was wondering where the hit was going to come from.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in, well, if you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week, you must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun, Lincoln. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. Well, you won't hear any boos from this home crowd on that call.
No, not at all, and it's been a long day for this crowd waiting for this game. It's been a long evening as well. Finally, they feel they got a call.
1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a yard on the pickup there. 2nd and goal. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now a handoff looking right. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal.
Sometimes I get caught in hyperbole, but I think they desperately need to punch this one in. They're running out of time.
Yeah, 2-score game, second half. You're down here. This is the time to put it in the end zone.
Yeah, not going to get much better than this for an opportunity.
3rd and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. They'll try to run with Lindsay. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know they're going through all the possibilities right now, but the truth of the matter is a field goal doesn't do them a ton of good. It'd still be a 2-score game, so to me, go for it. Go for it boldly.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal. Off the play fake. Lincoln buying time to his left. And no, it's incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. A real chance for them to salt this game away after that turnover on downs, holding a 2-score lead in the 4th quarter. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11.
11-yard line.
You know, I was going to ask you if maybe they should surprise and pass the ball, but where they're at on the field, I think keep it on the ground, right?
I like where you're going with this one because field position is going to determine these play calls. And backed up where they are, I don't even think about putting the ball in the air. I tell my running backs, grasp the football, and I tell my offensive line, don't allow any leaks so they get hit immediately when we hand it off.
The Falcons on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. Now this time he'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And you'd have to figure they're just looking to burn these final 2 minutes away and get out of here with a victory. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up a 2nd and just about a few inches here.
At the 43-yard line. 10 yards on the
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. That one good for a 1st down pickup of 18 yards.
18 on the play. And the Falcon 1st down.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. The quick slant caught. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. A big pickup there, and without question, that should be more than enough to wrap this one up. They'll run with Swift, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
One more time with Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Tonight,
Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Falcons, the perfect season remains intact as they move to 11-0 on the year. And they'll have another road date next week with the Carolina Panthers. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, it's a loss that could hurt them come playoff seeding time as they drop to 8-3. And they'll try to make amends next week as they host the Cleveland Browns. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.